Hi, this is James. It's James, a wine guy. I'm on my take two video, and this is take two in a double entendre kind of way. That is, I did this video earlier today, and what happened was it was light outside, darker in here, and it was really hard to see any image. So I thought I'm going to do this over again, and that's so appropriate because I'm doing a rematch for this wine here. Now, a really good friend of mine brought this wine over, and I thought, oh, I already had it. 2003. I had it earlier this year, and I thought I'm going to give it a try and to see what this is like. So 2003 Chardonnay Carneros Saintsbury, and this wine is really well done. I think it's something that what I was surprised at is my response to this wine. That is, it turned out to be even better than my spring tasting. So here we are in wintertime, and I think it all goes to show that it can be a wine that, first of all, it's at its peak. And in fact, it's in many instances, I'm sure a lot of people say it's past its peak, but it's tasting really well, really good, and it's a really nice wine to taste. And so it's a rematch, and I thought it's important to do that because it's demonstrative to show that wines change, they evolve. A year from now, it's going to be different than it is now, or maybe 2 years ago. So it really counts for a lot to retaste, and when you have a second bottle from that vintage, it's always worth an interesting thing to try it from a space of time and see how that tastes. So I looked at my original notes, and it was really hard not to compare. Maybe I should have done that, but I can agree with what I wrote, which is, partly you wouldn't expect to be so radically different. At least I wouldn't think so. And I think there's some slight nuances that have been added. So maybe that is what wine is. That is, it's an aging product, a beverage. Maybe that's not a nice way of saying that. It's a product and a beverage that's so unique that changes from moment to moment. And so maybe that's a better way of saying what I was denoting earlier. So I'll take a little taste of this wine and tell you what it's like. I agree with my earlier comment in May of this year that this has honeyed Seckel pear, which I think is really appropriate. A little bit of nutmeg, golden kiwi, and a little bit of hibiscus on this. And a beautiful note of scent of cedar, sanded cedar, freshly sanded. I really enjoy that. So I'm giving this a 9.1 out of a 10.0 scale. If you're curious, my previous review was 9.0. So it edged up slightly, and maybe the conditions for this bottle was slightly different than the original bottle, 2003 Saintsbury Carneros Chardonnay. So things can change and evolve, and it's always a pleasure to retaste. So it's my first time to do a retaste, at least as a video. So again, 9.1 out of a 10.0 scale. For more reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Vimeo, and Google+. Salud.